Listen everybody to the words I have to say. Better get ready, because the Lord is coming.
This is Daniel White IV with the Second Coming Watch update. Daniel White III is on vacation. This is update number 384. Let's take a quick look at today's prophecy-related headlines, which point towards the second coming of the Lord Jesus Christ and the end of the world as we know it. First, according to NBC News, the U.S. could hit Syria with 3 days of missile strikes, perhaps beginning on Thursday, in an attack meant more to send a message to Syrian President Bashar Assad than to topple him or cripple his military. The State Department fed the growing drumbeat around the world for a military response to Syria's suspected use of chemical weapons against rebels on August 21st near Damascus, saying that while the U.S. intelligence community would release a formal assessment within the week, it was already crystal clear that Assad's government was responsible. Vice President Joe Biden went even further, bluntly telling an American Legion audience in Houston, chemical weapons have been used. Senior officials told NBC News that Defense Department planning had advanced to the point that 3 days of strikes were anticipated, after which strategists could run an assessment and target what was missed in further rounds. Second, according to the BBC, China has said it has suffered its biggest ever cyber attack, causing many websites based in the country to go temporarily offline. The distributed denial of service attack was said to have targeted servers responsible for sites with a .cn domain name. The country has not speculated on who may be responsible. Distributed denial of service attacks, in which a target is flooded with traffic in an attempt to render it unreachable, are common. The technique is typically employed by hacktivists looking to disrupt websites from operating correctly. Third, according to ABC News, the outgoing U.S. Homeland Security Secretary has a warning for her successor. A massive and serious cyber attack on the U.S. homeland is coming, and a natural disaster, the likes of which the nation has never seen, is also likely on its way. In a farewell address on Tuesday morning, Janet Napolitano also told her yet-to-be-named replacement to prepare and bring a large bottle of Advil. Napolitano said she faced many challenges during her tenure at DHS, from the H1N1 flu pandemic in 2009 to the Deepwater Horizon oil spill in 2010 and Hurricane Sandy in 2012. During Napolitano's tenure, her department managed 325 federally declared disasters and issued more than 60 emergency declarations. Fourth, according to the Times of Israel, while Israel will almost certainly take no direct part in a military strike against Syria, Israeli intelligence information is widely believed to have played a central role in enabling the U.S.'s adamant conviction that Assad's regime fired chemical weapons at civilians outside Damascus last Wednesday, killing hundreds of people and wounding over 1,000, according to Syrian rebel groups. A large delegation of senior Israeli security officials is currently in Washington, holding talks with top administration officials, led by U.S. National Security Advisor Susan Rice. In Israel, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu held his second meeting in 2 days with his security cabinet to discuss the Syria crisis on Tuesday afternoon. He said, "We are not part of the civil war in Syria, but if we identify any attempt whatsoever to harm us, we will respond, and we will respond in strength." Fifth, according to Fox News, fire crews reported progress on a 288-square-mile wildfire near Yosemite National Park that moved into the watershed that supplies San Francisco, as crews elsewhere sought to contain a fast-moving blaze that burned at least 2 homes and threatened others in a Northern California neighborhood. Containment held steady at 20%, but the number of destroyed structures rose to 111, and some 4,500 structures remained threatened. At least 31 residences were among those lost. The fire had ravaged 288 square miles by Tuesday night, the biggest in the Sierra's recorded history and one of the largest on record in California. Nearly 3,700 firefighters are currently battling the blaze, which itself is also a record. Jesus Christ said in Revelation 3:11 and 12, "Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God, and he shall go no more out. And I will write upon him the name of my God, and the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem, which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name. You can read these stories in more detail and get more prophecy-related news at secondcomingherald.com.